Hello. So, you must be wondering, what is this Google Classroom, right? Some of you must have already used it, some of you must have known it through other means, and to some of you, it must be quite new, right? But it's our responsibility to bridge this gap and bring you all together and help you explore and enjoy this process of learning together. So, to begin with, Google Classroom is nothing much, it's just a virtual classroom. So, Google has attempted to bring in all the process that happens in a normal classroom on a virtual platform. So, this includes lectures, sharing of materials, sharing of audio-visual content, having assignments, quiz, tests, evaluations, and assessments. So almost every process that happens in a classroom takes place here also. So come on, let me take you to a small tour on how this works, how Google Classroom works. So to start with, how do you get to Google Classroom? Where is this Google Classroom? It's simple. Go to the Google homepage, just type google.com on your browsers, and it will take you to the Google homepage and sign in with your Gmail accounts. So once you have signed in with your Gmail accounts, go to the Google Apps tab, click on it, and scroll down. You'll find this icon, which is a classroom board and a chalk with some teacher profile on it. Right? Click on that, and you will be directed to a page where you have details about all the class that you are a part of. Right? So now I am a part of 8 classes, and directly you can see the pictures of your teachers and the subject name on the top along with your teacher names. So how do you join these classes, right? Each of this that you see is a single class. So executive communication, advanced English, English to soft skills, basic English, all these are separate classrooms. So how do you join a particular class where you belong to, or how do you find out this is the class I belong to? Two simple process. One, I am sure that you all have given your correct Gmail IDs to the college during the admission process. Your teachers will be getting those mail IDs, those contact IDs, and you will be getting e-invites through your email to join a particular class where you belong to, right? Uh, so all you have to do is just open your inbox, click on that mail, and there will be a button called Join Class. You will be in. In some cases, you might not be able to join it that way. You might have some technical difficulties. In that case, I'm sure that you're going to have your classroom groups, virtual groups, probably on WhatsApp or some other medium, and your teacher will be forwarding the classroom codes to you, right? Each classroom will have a unique code, which will be a mix of numbers and letters. It is alphanumeric. And all you have to do in that case, right? I repeat, if you have not joined through an email, right? If you have not received an email invite, you need to join through a classroom code. And where do you find this classroom code? Just go on top right of the Google Classroom page, you will find a plus sign. So if you bring this cursor on it, it says create or join a class. Just click on it. You have an option called join class. Click there and just type the code. Once you have typed the code, the join button on top becomes active, right? So you can just click join, right? Once you have checked the code and you have clicked join, you will be taken to that particular class you are a part of. Okay. Now let's go and find out what is there in a particular classroom, right? So this is a particular classroom. I'm opening it. Now I've logged in as a student, and as soon as I go in, I see the stream page. So this stream page is kind of an overview. It's like the news feeds of social media, of your Facebook page, Instagram page, Twitter page. When you open it directly, you get the latest updates from the pages that you're following, from the people whom you're following, right? So that happens here also. Every latest updates that your teacher make or your friends make to your class, you are able to see it here, right? Even you can share if you find there is an article or there is a study material that is relevant to your class, you can share it using this option, share something with your class. So here, what are all the various things that you can share? You can share it as a text directly, probably like if you have an announcement, or if you have some requirements, or if you need to raise some concerns regarding the class, right? Which is common to the class. You can share it here. You can type it here, or if you need to add some extra information or material, right, some third party material that you have prepared, or probably from your system, or a website link, or a YouTube video, just click here on the attachments, right? This add gives you, it enables you to attach various other materials. And you can attach things from your Google Drive, you can attach a link to a different website, you can attach a file directly from your computer, as well as you can go to YouTube here itself and you can search for a video and add it directly, right? So that is stream, and once everything is done, you just click on post. The post button becomes active then. Okay, so in towards this side, you might be seeing an option called upcoming. This has details of all the assignments that are due, right, that are coming, and that requires your attention. Okay, so in a way, you get a fair idea of what is pending, what work is pending for you, and you get an idea of what are all the latest updates that your teacher or your fellow classmates have made in the class. Okay, so now let me just scroll down and see the teacher has shared the Google Meet link, which if you click, it will take you to the live session during at that particular time. So when there is a uh, live class, so you might be aware that there are SVCs, that is the live class sessions, as well as offline sessions, and you will be able to find out all the details about it. Your teachers will be updating all the details about the SVCs and the AVCs on the Google Classroom, and everything appears on the stream page. Next is Classwork. So Classwork is where all your study materials are uploaded, right? Your syllabus is totally divided into various topics, and under each topic, you get learning materials, as well as your assignments are all updated there, right? Uh, Now, if you see this, these are study materials. So this icon, a book with a bookmark, that icon shows that it's a study material. This writing pad kind of icon, that is your assignments, and this question mark icon, that's a direct question, right? So your teachers will be updating various assignments, and they would ask random questions for you. They'll have random questions for you, and they'll also update study materials based on all the topics that you have in the syllabus, and everything can be accessed from Classwork. So for example, I just click on After 20 Years by O. Henry, which is a lesson. The teacher has added study materials for better understanding of the text. So all I have to do is just open this and I can read it, right? So as I click, it opens, and the teacher has highlighted important points in the text, right? So you'll be getting this kind of updates, this kind of materials from almost all the teachers for all the subjects that you'll be learning. So the teacher has added a video, she's added a PDF, right? And there is an image. There are all the required materials that you need for this lesson. And then as for assignment, the teacher has given out a quiz, right? There's a quiz on unit 1 and it's due tomorrow. Okay, it's showing that it's due tomorrow. So you click on it, you'll find that it's in the form of a Google Forms, right? Now if I click on the Google Forms, it directs me to the Google form, and I get to take up the quiz. Okay, as I go down, I see other writing assignments given. This is question. So now I click on the question, right? The teacher has basically given a video and asked you to give a response based on the video. So now I view the question. It's an open-ended statement basically. Being well formed is important than being well educated, because so the teacher expects me to complete the sentence. Where do I complete my sentence? Where do I type my sentence? There is a class comment box, there's a private comment box, and then there is type your answers. So if you have any doubts, uh, you can contact the teacher from here itself. You can ask the doubts to your teacher from here itself. There are two options. One, if you think that your doubt will be a common doubt, it is applicable for the entire class, you can type it in the add class comment. Or if you have any comment regarding this assignment, you can add it in the add class comment. Or if you have any private feedbacks or private doubts that you think you need to directly address it to the teacher, then you don't have to go call you find your teacher's phone number and call them, and or go to your inbox separately, compose a mail and all that. Just click your concern, click on this add private comment and type your concern here, and click on this arrow. It will directly send a personal email notification and a Google Classroom app notification to your teacher. Right. So that is about comments and feedbacks and clarifications that you can do regarding an assignment, or even this is even available for materials and every other aspect that Google Classroom has. Now you need to type your answer here. So it expects me to close with this sentence or give my response to this statement, to this unending statement. And once I've typed it here, because it is essential to have responsible and considerate. So as soon as I've typed it here, the hand in button becomes active. So now if I click on hand in, it asks me, you won't be able to make any changes to your answer after you have submitted it. Okay, I won't be able to edit this answer if I submit it. I click on hand in. Right, so it's handing in now. At the same time, once I have handed in, I can also see my classmates' answers. Right, if my classmates have submitted, if the teacher has enabled this option that you can see your classmates' answers, you will be able to see your classmates' answers. Okay, you see that? So here my classmates have already mentioned a lot of answers here. Okay, now let's go back, and again on classwork, there are various other assignments. The teacher has given a reading aloud assignment. In this assignment, the teacher has actually called out for collaborative work where more than one person from the class, more than one student from the class can work on the same file using the same Google tool, right? And at multiple times, but then it can be updated then and there. So for example, if there is a group activity that is to be conducted in the class, earlier you will be made to sit in groups and discuss and come out with your outcomes, where you can use all your laptops and your other uh, required gadgets and required books and technology to come out with your slideshow or presentation or whatever. But it is not possible in a virtual classroom because probably your teammates are going to be split across the country, or maybe they are in different places, and you won't be able to see them, or you'll have to interact with them virtually. In that case, what works best is that if it is possible for your groups to come together and work on the same file and update it. So there Google tools come into use, and one example I'll show you. This is Google Sheets, and here if you see, there are about 20 people who have worked on this file. About 20 people have worked on this file, and they have updated the link to their recordings in this same file. This compilation was not done by the teacher, rather the teacher just created a Google Sheet using and gave only the main thing, main title, which is the name of the student, department number, link of the recorded passage. And the students themselves, after having finished their assignments, after recording their assignments, they updated the link where the teacher can find the assignments. Or this is also open to their classmates, right? Now I'm a student here in this class. I can see what my classmates have recorded by just clicking on any one of their links. So that way, this is also a collaborative task. And now, if I have any comments or any word of appreciation for my fellow students, or for my friends from the class, I can do that. I can give it here as well. So that is possible. Collaborating as a group is possible in Google Classroom. Now, so that being said, that's how you basically get assignments. And on top of that, there are some other assignments that are being given. Okay, so there are various writing activities. So I give questions. So it's again a question, right? I can answer it. I had explained this earlier. Now, if you see here on top, there are two other options: Google Calendar and Class Drive folder. So if I click on this, it takes me to my Google Drive where I can find the materials that are uploaded by my teacher in the classroom, the reading materials that are uploaded by my teacher in the classroom. For my assignments, I can see them here, right? So that is Classroom Drive, and then is Google Calendar. So if I click here, it takes me to a calendar where I can add my class to the calendar and I can see all the updates that are coming from my class. So if you see here, today there are no updates so far. Okay, so I can choose here as to which class must have which color code so that it is easy for me to differentiate. And I will be getting all the updates about the classroom meets or updates about assignments as and when it is updated in my classroom. You will be getting it here in the calendar also, so that it helps us to keep a reminder and follow up better. Now, view your work. Just click on that and you can see all the works that you have done, right? Whatever is assigned to you and whatever you have handed in, whatever you have missed, right? Whatever you have not followed the deadline and you have missed. Missing doesn't mean that you cannot submit it. You can submit it and it will show as late submission, right? If your teacher is considerate enough and if you have a really convincing reason, then probably it might be evaluated. But you can still submit it, right? Just that it will show that it is a late submission. Okay, so that is classwork, and now we go to people. You'll find how many teachers are here and your classmates, right? So this is all that you'll find inside the classroom. Now let's go out and see what's happening in general. So this is a common menu, right? This three lines is common menu, and it will take you to your classes. Again, you come back to the home page. Now, if you want to shift class, you can shift class and do the assignment for some other classes, and you can shift the class, shift from one class to another, and go ahead with the works that you'll be assigned or you're being assigned. So, in case you just need to see all the works that are pending, right, from various subjects. So now I'm part of 8 classes. What are all the works that I have to do from all the classes altogether? I just have to click on to do, right, which means it will show which class has assigned which work and which is pending, right? This is assigned. What else have I missed? So I missed I missed 2 assignments here in this week, and last week I missed 2 assignments, and before that I missed 15 assignments. Okay, so you can see all this, and you can get an option to you get an option to follow up with the work that you have done or you've missed and that you need to submit, right? So these are all the works that I've done earlier. I've done one, right? So I've done one early. There's no due date for one assignment, right? Okay, so that is to do, and you can find all the details here also in the scroll, right, towards the left side. Enrolled will show you the classes that you have enrolled, right, that you are part of as a student. Okay, and then again you have a calendar option there. All right, so this is all that you need to know for the basics of Google Classroom. Using this, you can explore, you can work on it and get to know better. Um, Once again, I'd like to remind you to join the class. You will get a e-invite, and in case if you don't get it, you just have to follow up with your teacher and find the class code and enter the class code on top. Here, click the plus and join class, and you can uh, type the code here and click on the join button. Okay, once that is done, you'll be taken to the classroom page where you'll get to see stream where all the updates regarding the class comes in, and then there is classwork where all the assignments and materials regarding each units and the topics are being updated by the teacher. And then there is people and calendar, Google Classroom Drive, where you get to see all the materials that are uploaded by you for the assignments and by the teacher themselves. Okay, so that's something pretty much enough for you to know about the basics of Google Classrooms. And once again, welcome to Loyola. I wish you all great success in future and a wonderful teaching learning experience online. Thank you.